in their faith, because it's like, am I representing who I know God to be, or will people conflate this with these weak ass representations of God that are floating all around the internet?
That's a whole different episode.
No, you own it. I feel like the relationship with God itself, whatever that God is to you, is what you should be doing, right?
Facts.
Whether it's whatever it is that makes you wake up and say, I'm gonna be a good person today. Yeah. Whatever it is that makes you put those boundaries in, whether it's your healing, your sage, or whatever it is for you, I'm all right with you doing you, just like I am with people doing what they do in their own bedrooms. I care about when you come out the house, the character of, like, the content of your character. Yeah. Who are you? Are you helping the homeless? Are you doing the things, or not even the homeless? Are you just a good fucking person? Because that's so hard nowadays to be.
Yeah, and this is the exact opposite message that the church teach.
Yeah, that's why we got Cobain Report, and we do both, because we talk it straight up.
And I wonder if this is why there's no successful people in church.
What? It's a few successful.
I'm talking about majority of black churches.
They be broke.
There's not a lot of prosperous people. I'm not talking about people who looked up on a good paying salary. I'm talking about fruit, abundance, prosperity. That's not common. It's like a nice little 1%.
Yeah, but in church, it's a 1%er in church. On my mama, it is
in the church.
And then they say you stealing. Then they be like, well, they stealing because they the 1%ers. Nah, a lot of niggas be working. Like, yes, they be gigging and doing 2 or 3 different church services and all that kind of stuff. But it's a hustle to it.
But it's literally the mentality that you just explained is why they're fruitful. But the church don't teach that.
Well, I just finished the MLK X series. It's really good. They didn't promote it really well.
The one on Disney?
A lot of people haven't seen it.
Okay,
yes, on Disney.
I didn't even know about it.
It's a genius series, and y'all, like, for it to be this good, you would think that, like, you would have seen billboards coming down the freeway about this series. At the end, they really start to, like, show you the difference in philosophy between Malcolm when he comes, when he gets free, and Martin. And I was like, when I sat down, I'm like, oh, right behind Malcolm. That felt good because his messaging is so in line with what has caused the shift for me career-wise, which is essentially that faith without works is dead. Yeah. This scripture is so common. If you come up in church, this is just something that is as common as for God so loved the world, right? Yeah. You hear it, you know faith without works is dead, but we are waiting on somebody to come save us.
And this is not happening.
We are begging God to do this thing.
Instead of doing it for yourself.
Like, please quit asking God for money.
And the philosophies around a lot of what Malcolm X was teaching was like, we need to save ourselves.